Hey guys, beautiful morning, beautiful afternoon, and beautiful evening to every one of us. How are we all doing? I know we're doing all right. Good to see you guys. So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about something very exciting and something very interesting. We're going to be talking about agency shift versus full-time shift. When I mean full-time, I mean NHS and I mean care homes. So the prompts, the cons, the advantages and the disadvantages of working in the agency or working in the NHS as full-time. And when a lot of people have been like, Nurse Violet, I've gotten my pin, I've worked for 3 months. When can I start doing agency? We're going to be talking about all that in this video. I know you are excited as I am. If you're meeting me for the very first time, my name is Violet Okolocha. I'm a registered nurse. I practice here in the UK. And on this channel, I talk about everything you need to know to pass your OSCE exam in one sitting, and sometimes we talk about lifestyles and nursing. All right, guys, do where to subscribe, like this video, and help me share it. Now, guys, come with me and let's talk about agency shift versus full-time shift. Now, full-time shift means you're working in the care home and you're working in the NHS and you're contracted to work for some hours. Now, if you're in the NHS, you're contracted to work for 37.5 hours. And if you're in the care home, you're contracted to work from 37.5 hours down to as far as 45. So depending on that. So that is full-time. Now, the benefit of working full-time is numerous, especially in the NHS. Number one benefit of working in the NHS is you get guaranteed pay and guaranteed shift. Yes. Now in the NHS, where I work, I'm privileged to work in the NHS. I'm contracted to work 37.5 hours. I get that shift each week, guaranteed. I must get that shift each week. And at the end of the month, I get my pay as well. So you get guaranteed shift and you get guaranteed pay when you work in the NHS. There's nothing like, oh, there's no shift for you this week, probably next week. No, you get guaranteed shift and you get guaranteed pay. And that's quite good, to be honest. And number two, advantages of working in the NHS is you get your maternity pay. Yes, when you get pregnant as an NHS staff after working with the NHS for at least 6, 7, 8 months, you are entitled to your maternity pay and you get paid for as far as 9 months staying at home with your baby. You get your full pay, and that's really, really good. And so it's really another good advantage of working in the NHS. And I think some care homes do pay for maternity pay, but I'm not very sure. And number three, you get your sick pay. Yes, if you were sick and you work in the NHS, that pay you your full monthly salary. Yes, and when you're sick, with the new policy, you can be sick and stay at home for as far as 28 days without the doctor's report, and you get paid. All right. So if you call, if you're down, you're not fine, you're calling sick, you get your full salary being paid to you. I know a lot of my friends who have been sick because they were pregnant for as far as 3-4 months, they don't go to work, they get their full salary paid. However, you can't take advantage of this because it's actually being regulated. If you are a nurse working in the NHS and every month you are calling in sick, they are going to have a meeting with you and they are going to assess why you keep calling in sick. So you don't really take advantage of it. You call in sick when you're really sick and you get your full payment. And number four or five benefits of working in the NHS is discounts. There are a lot of discounts when you work full-time with the NHS. Trust me, a lot. I went to buy a wristwatch to give as a gift to one of my mothers, and that watch was going for £120. Just as I was about paying with my credit card, I just said to the lady, I work in the NHS and I have my NHS card. And she said, oh my God, you guys do a lot. We really love NHS staff. They go at length for patients. And after the whole saga, I paid for that watch for £80. You can't imagine 40% discount just because I work in the NHS. So you get a lot of discounts. If you have your blue light card, anywhere you go, you're doing shopping, there are a lot of discounts when you work in the NHS. And another good thing of working in the NHS is the pension. The pension is lovely. The trust contributes to your pension and you also contribute to your pension. The pension scheme is really working here in the UK and it is a lovely scheme. So these are the benefits when you work in as full-time in the NHS and in the care home. Now, the disadvantages are also numerous. Number one, you work under pressure. The staff shortage in the NHS is alarming. It is really, really alarming. Sometimes you have a whole lot of patients to care for, without enough hands. You do your medications, you do your washes, you collect your blood samples, you send them to the lab, you give blood transfusion. It's so hectic, guys. It's so stressful because a lot of nurses are constantly leaving the NHS. They are constantly leaving the NHS, and there is shortage and there is no enough staff. So you work under pressure. You are working, trying to get your bits done. The OTPT are on one hand. Nurse, please, can you do this for me? The doctors are at other end. Can you do this for me? The dietitians are at other ends. Can you do this for me? Oh my God, it's just too much. It's really, really stressful working in the NHS. And when you come back, because of childcare, probably you're not the type that wants to pay for childcare. You are, doing it with your hobby. You're coming back, your hobby is giving you your kids and going to his own work, and you begin to continue with the kids. God, is so stressful. Working in the NHS is damn stressful. It's not easy, guys. It's not really easy. And you see a lot of staff are having what we call stress. A lot of staff are having what we call burnout. A lot of staff are sick. All this makes it very hectic and very difficult. Number two disadvantage, you work long hours. Even if you decide to work, if you decide to say, okay, I want to be working half day, if you're working half day to meet up with your 37.5 hours, you're working like Monday to Fridays and having only off Saturday and Sundays. It is not easy. And working long hours, you go to work by 7 o'clock and you're coming back by 2000, by 8 p.m. Oh my God, it can be so stressful. And you see your back aching, you see your leg aching, and in the cold you are walking down home, or in the cold you are waiting for bus, or in the cold you are driving, and when you get home your body is aching, you are stressed up, you still look after your children, you still look after your spouse. It's really, really stressful working in the NHS, I have to be honest. And number three, the pay is small. When you work in the NHS, the pay is really small. To be honest, guys, when you come into the UK, you receive your first salary, you are excited, you are overwhelmed. Because imagine coming from Kenya, coming from Zimbabwe, coming from Ghana, coming from Philippines, coming from Nigeria, and you see your first salary, converting it, you are like, oh my God, I'm super excited, enough money, too much money. Yes, you feel excited. But guys, when you start spending that money in the UK, you will realize it's really a chicken change. Yes, you realize the money is small. When you rent an accommodation, you are paying for your rent every month. You are paying for your council tax every month. You are paying for your electricity every month. You are paying for your water bills every month. You are paying for your broadband every month. You are paying for your subscription every month. You are paying for your transport fare. You are eating, or even if you have a car, you are paying your car insurance. You are paying your road tax, and you have a child. When you have a child, you pay for childcare. Childcare here can be so expensive in the UK. The cheapest you can get childcare is £5 per hour, and probably you're spending 12 hours at work. So you see your childcare daily is going at £65 per hour, and that's the cheapest. It can even go as far as £100 in a day. So you see, at the end of the day, in the long run, you're not saving anything, you're stressed up, nothing to look back to. So it can be really, really very stressful and with low pay. So these are the disadvantages of working in the NHS. Another disadvantage is that sometimes you don't get what you want. Maybe you want to go for leave this month, your manager can just call you and say, it's really bad, I'm really so sorry, I cannot approve your leave because this staff is sick, this staff is sick, this staff is on maternity leave, the rota is not balanced. So you don't even get sometimes what you want. So all these are the disadvantages of working full-time, either in the NHS or probably in the care home. Now, agency. When can I start agency? For those of you who have been asking me, you can start doing agency shift when you are 6 months post pin. Not 6 months in the UK, but 6 months post pin. So if you get your pin in January, you can start doing agency by July. Why? It is so because by 6 months post pin, you would have signed off your oral competency, you would have signed off your IV competency, you would have signed off your venipuncture and cannulation competency, you would have signed off your ANG competency, you would have signed off your catheter competency, you would have signed off your syringe driver competency, and boom, you have all the competency you need, and so you can start doing agency. So I would strongly recommend 6 months post pin for you to start doing agency. Now, what are the advantages of working in the agency? They are numerous. The first advantage is you get good wages for your work. Yes, nothing actually can be rewarding, but is really also stressful. You get good wage for your job. So for agency, you can get as low, the lowest you can get for agency is 25 to 28 pounds per hour, and you can even get as high as 70, 80 pounds per hour. Yes, I'm not joking. I actually met an agency nurse. How do you get paid? It actually depends on your specialty. ICU nurse earn a lot. Yes, ICU nurses earn a lot. Frailty nurses earn a lot. Accident and emergency nurses earn a lot, and some other specialty. So your pay per hour in agency depends on how long you've been qualified. Are you in band 5? Are you in band 6? And it also depends on your specialty, and it also depends on your years of experience. So that's how you get paid in agency. So the lowest you can get paid is just like 25 to 28, and it's even you can get as far as 70, 80 pounds per hour. And you know, agency nurses are really doing well. They are doing well. I worked with an agency nurse, and she was sharing with me. She told me her monthly pay, what she gets per month, is far as 9,000 pounds per hour. I'm like, are you joking? Oh my god, she said that's small compared to what others earn. So agency nurses are really making good money. They get good money for their job. All right. And number two, benefits of working as an agency: you throw the shots. You determine the shots. What do I mean by that? You are your own boss. You decide when to work and what, as in when to work and how to work it. You decide it. You do anything you want to do. You can tell your agency, I'm not working this month, I'm traveling this month, I'm working next month. And you can also decide where you want to work. Yes, it's up to you as an agency nurse. You can tell you, I don't want to work in London area, or I want to work in Kent area, or I want to work in this area. So you decide where you work as an agency nurse. And you know, when you have the right to choose when to work, it's really good. You know, you don't have to wait for anybody to approve anything. If you want to travel, you travel. If you want to work, you work. So these are the advantages of working as an agency. Number three, you get a lot of experiences. Agency nurses are very vast in their knowledge. Yes, because they work in different trusts, they work in different care homes, so they acquire a lot of skills, acquire a lot of knowledge, acquire a lot of potential. So agency nurses are really, really very good because they get a lot of knowledges. Because they work in different trusts, they see different ways things are being done. So agency nurses are really very versatile in their knowledge. So it's no joke working in the agency. It is really, really, really worth it. And for you guys, you know, everything that has advantages has a disadvantages. So the disadvantage of working in the in the agency is, number one, you don't get sick pay. If you are sick as an agency nurse, nobody pays you for that. And we don't actually pray for bad things to happen, but sometimes it does happen. Sometimes you can get sick 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you can't go to work. And because you're not going to work, nobody is paying you. So what do? You now begin to eat from your what? From your reserve. And you know, here in the UK, it's good to be getting paid though, because the rent is every month, the bills are every month. So it's really, really good to be getting paid regularly. So those are the disadvantages of working in the agency. Number two, when you work in the agency, you don't get discounts. If they are selling things for 120 pounds, you buy them for 120 pounds. Yes. If they are selling things for 50 pounds, you buy them for 50 pounds. There is no discount when you work in the agency. And number three, when you work in the agency, you're not entitled to maternity leave. If you give birth, you want to stay in the house for 9 months, it's at your own detriment. Nobody pays you, nobody gives you any money. And I'll tell you this for free. I worked with an agency nurse. Was it in 2020? And up until 2021, I wasn't seeing her. I was saying to myself, this lady is always working with me. What could have gone wrong? You know, what happened? Why have I not been seeing her? And one day I bumped into her in the supermarket, and I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? I've not seen you in ages. I didn't have your number, I would have called. And she said to me she had issues. Oh, that while she worked in one of the NHS trusts, she had issues. She didn't do some things with the patients. I'll talk about that in another video. And so they stopped her from working. On that NMC, they handed over the case to NMC. And so while NMC was investigating the case, NMC said she couldn't work. You know, guys, she told me for almost 6-7 months she didn't work. There was no money. She wasn't getting any pay, because in agency it is how you work you get paid. If you're not working, nobody's paying you. And you know, she told me it's so disheartening that she suffered though. She was so frustrated. I'm like, so has the case been sorted out? How is it like now? She said everything has been sorted out. She's back to work, about she's thinking of coming back to work full time now, you know. So it's all, you just have to wait. You just have to wait. Each of them has their own advantages and each of them has their own disadvantages. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you have any more advantages, disadvantages of working in full time and working in the agency, don't forget to pop it down. Don't forget to tell me how you feel about this video. Until I see you again, I love you all, guys. For those writing Oski, keep passing your Oski. Bye guys.